Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Castlevania Curse of Darkness, and I've done a lot off-screen. Alright, for one, we've got all of our Innocent Devils up into the 30 range, Tink's at 39, Orko 38, because we've been using him the most. We've also got all of the abilities for everyone that we can get, because I went ahead and just said, screw it, I'm tired of dealing with these. The abilities that we have for Tiramisu, her last ability, we have Gold Heal, we've had that for a while. Pay the fairy the amount it desires and you will be fully healed. The poor need not bother to ask. I think it's 5,000 gold, and it heals you to full. Strongest healing in the game, and it's money based, so I mean, considering it costs 1,000 gold for a mid potion, it's kind of borderline. Invincible Vase makes Hector invincible for a brief period. That's actually one of the more powerful abilities in the game. It's needed to steal from one specific boss. So yeah, that's a thing. Balrog we already knew. Colonel Sanders is not a chicken anymore. We were already at Wingosaurus when we had him, which gave us the Long Glide ability, which is what we needed. I didn't realize that we were already there, so I figured why not, let's just go ahead and max him out then. His second ability, Deadly Absorb, he will just sit there and screech using the same type of screech abilities that some of the other enemies we've seen. Anything caught in it will take damage, and then we will get healed that damage. It's actually kind of useful, but not for the amount that it costs. His final form that we see here is Crimson, a fire-based dragon. He has Ignition Blow and Flame Breath. Flame Breath is pretty much the same flame attack that Orko has, just much stronger. Ignition Breath is kind of a shotgun type ability, kind of like his Wing Storm. He just shoots a couple of blasts. They do have a slight area of effect damage, so very useful there. Those are all his abilities. Deadly Absorb 30 for what it does, and since he is stationary, so it does rely on the enemies being right in front of him for a period of time, not quite as useful, but a healing ability on something that is not a healing type Innocent Devil, kind of good. We've got Orko maxed out as well, where we want him to be. The abilities that he had Sorcery Flame, all four of these. He learned Purify. With a single blow, returns all ghost monsters to the afterlife. This is not a controllable one. This is kind of like Poison for our fairy type, but it is a one-hit KO on whatever he cast it. There's a beam of angelic light that comes down, feathers, and then whatever he was casting on is dead. No questions asked, it's dead. It's also used to get rid of the blood skeletons that are otherwise unkillable. So that is how we will get through that section of, I believe it's the mountains that had a couple of blood skeletons in front of a locked door. You have to kill the skeletons to unlock the door. That's how you do it. Next, Satellite B creates floating cannons with artificial intelligence. These are kind of interesting. They'll float around you kind of like the floating bee, but they will stop and start shooting at nearby enemies. That's quite useful. Explosion Bee places floating mines in front of Hector. He has 3 mines, kind of like Floating Bee. The second you run into something, it does do a decent-sized AoE explosion for about 115 points of damage on the locals. I don't know if it's more or less depending on the higher level enemies, but the local bad guys, we're taking about 100 points. Demonic Disaster, I actually haven't even seen this one yet. Magic that creates a massive explosion, purging everything in the vicinity with holy flames. Have not seen that one. And last but not least, I did not max him out, but he is at his second evolution. We haven't even learned his abilities yet. I just did that. And it says mystery to get his final. We already know that we have to get the Shavsor's spear, but I don't have all of the materials yet for that. So in the meantime, he's kind of useless. So we're actually going to be playing around with, let's do Colonel Sanders. Also, other things that I did, since I've done, like I said, I did a lot off-screen. I got a bunch of materials. Damascus Steel, Iron Gladiators. They are some of the large, one-armed mace-wielding bad guys. They are in the machine tower. I can show you exactly where they were. In these two rooms. Spawn a couple of them. In order to steal from them, they'll spin around, and then they'll slam the mace down. You have a very brief second to steal in there. Also, up here, in these two rooms, are flame demons. They... I don't need double shards, I need material. Draw, or steal, Phlogiston. They are a bitch to steal from. What you need to do is have a battle-type Innocent Devil use brute force to knock them in the air when they are at their lowest point, and then double jump and hope that you can steal within the brief window. As you saw, I only got 3. One other thing is harpies that are also in the machine tower area. Out here on the outside section, we encounter those. They will pick you up and they'll claw into you a couple of times and then drop you. Supposedly, if you double jump and steal immediately, you can steal orichalcum from them. I could not do it, and it was beyond frustrating, so I said to hell with it. Orichalcum is used in making the strongest two-handed sword, the second strongest spear, and the highest 2 defensive type armors, the Parade Armor and the Maximilian Armor. So I'm going to be doing without those because that was just... I sat there for almost an hour trying to steal from them specifically with no luck. And so I said to hell with that. But we do have a bunch of new stuff that can be made. I'm going to go ahead and make that. New rapier-type weapon, which is actually stronger than what we've currently got, so I may be using that. We also have frying pan, used with one of the phlogistrons. Ceremonial tool, Spirit of Fuji. I also got a ton of ceremonial tools. Satsuma, Naginata, and we need another one of those. And that'll get us fairly caught up. Versatile spear. And then we need one more thing. I've got the phlogiston. I need a sallet. What do I need to make a sallet? Gallic helmet. Leather helmet. Okay. Sallet. As you can also see, I have a ton of red steel. I also ended up having a ton of field armor, because I maxed out a lot of stuff. So I'm going to use my last phlogiston to make a bomb. So, yeah, lots of stuff. Let's throw a bomb. Oh, what the hell? They float. Okay. Interesting. Alright, come on. There we go. And let's equip that, because that is now our strongest weapon. So, yeah. That's been what I've been doing. I did all of this off screen. I know this has not been the most entertaining of videos thus far, but I wanted to get it all taken care of, because that seemed to be stuff that was just kind of looming over me, just taking forever. In order to get the ceremonial tools, I didn't talk about that. The Vizagos that appear in Cordova Town, if you knock them into the air, and there's 2 ways to do it. If you hold R1 and then hit the square button, you'll do an uppercut attack and knock things into the air. It doesn't really work on the floating necromancers. You can steal from them by just doing a double jump. I am really pissed off that I could not steal from the harpies. I don't honestly remember being able to in my last playthrough of this, and Orichalcum is not, to my knowledge, not found anywhere else in the game. It's not dropped, so it is alright. You're just going to die from a distance, because I'm getting so tired of you guys being at the opposite end of where I need to be. But I wanted to make sure I had the phlogistrons. You needed 3 for the stuff that I was doing, and I think I may have wasted 1. They're not impossible to steal, but they're not easy, so I figure I will go back and get more of those if I need some, which I probably will. Let's use Flame Breath. Yeah. Just way more damaging. These guys, supposedly you can steal some good stuff from, but in order to do it, you gotta perfect guard one of their attacks, or no. These are the guys that you steal when they come up right out of the ground. Just reading over the steal guide, a lot of the steal items that are actually useful items are just the biggest pain in the ass. They're not really worth it. They're really not. And that's sorely disappointing. Most of the enemies you can steal from, you steal piddly amounts of gold from. To this point, gold is kind of a non-issue. I've got like 26,000 gold. So, I'm not really concerned with it. Yeah, heal some of my life back. See, that's Deadly Absorb, which is actually rather worthwhile for enemies that you can get to move slowly or stand still. So, it's frustrating that it's so tedious. Okay, these guys are new bad guys. Jinn. And there is something I can steal from them. Frenzy of Wind, I believe is what it is. I'm gonna kill one. And something about them moving backwards. Jinn. When he floats directly backwards, try to attack him once, then roll away, rinse and repeat until he does it. He usually will do this if he's low on life. So, you gotta float backwards, you say? I don't see him really floating backwards. I see him floating from side to side around me. It's like I could have swore I saw a steel attack or a steel prompt from the other one. There we go. So yeah, I just gotta wait for you to walk backwards. Okay. Oh! Lots more of you! Okay, I got one from you. I'll kill you. Try not to, I was about to say, try not to kill all of them. Just the one I've stolen from. Perfect guard. Not bad. Go backwards. Go. There you go. Okay. Couple of Frenzia wins. No, don't stop attacking, Hector. Thank you. There we go. Okay. What can we make with Frenzia Winch, if anything? Apparently nothing right now. That's disappointing. It's really disappointing. Heal myself here for a second. Yeah, I love that it's 5,000 gold. Oh, really? Another one. Alright, that's... Alright, we'll just go in through here, because apparently they're just going to keep coming. Not what I was expecting, really. I was expecting to be done. Oh. And Thunder Demons. I wonder if I steal from them the same way. As their, more scary counterparts. Or not scary, but their fire counterparts. After he blocks an attack in the air, equip some low-level punch knuckles and jump and hit him about 3 times. Eventually he will block and open window for steel. Lightning Stone. Ooh, that's... I really don't even have low-end knuckle weapons, so... but I can come back and do that off-screen as well. Alright, I'm gonna time heal. And... I really don't see how using knuckle weapons would change. Alright, let's see what I can do with you. Alright, not really, okay. After he blocks an attack in midair. I don't think any of them blocked attacks in midair. Well, no, they did. So... I don't even know if a Thunderstone is something that I need. I don't know if it's something that's going to be in any of the crafting recipes that I need to focus on. Knowing my luck, it probably is, so I'm going to have to probably come back here. Armored Sprinter? Oh, what are you? What do you drop? Oh, nothing, so I don't care. I can steal money from you. And I so care about money. Okay, that was it. So, it does exist. It does exist. They do exist. Alright, I really need to heal. Because trying to take, you know, money from, or items from people, apparently just gets the crap kicked out of me. So, yeah, I guess that's it for now. I will, end this episode here, and I guess keep going, see if I can get any farther, and see what I can find for materials. So I will catch you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.